Good evening, everybody. Welcome to my channel, and welcome back to Lumber Tycoon 2. First things first, I need to give you a little bit of apology because I told you I was going to do a lot of Lumber Tycoon, and I ended up getting sidetracked with Bubblegum Simulator for a little while, and I haven't done anything in here in probably about a week and a half. But I'm back at it again. I'm working on a new base, and I'm trying to build something, and I'm not going to release that until it's pretty close to built. Which is probably going to be quite a while away, but in the meantime, I'm going to be doing other videos as we move on. But as you can see behind me, I have a saw set up here, and basically what I'm doing here is I'm making a saw that can cut variable size pieces of wood. You probably went onto YouTube and searched, and you found tons and tons and tons of videos, all different ways to make 1-unit chop saws. Now, if I wanted to do that video, I would show you this up here. But everybody and their uncle has done this video. This is my take on my 1-unit chop saw. Maybe I will do something on this on how I built this in the future, but I'm just going to show you it real quick. This here is a multi-unit chop saw, and it's only partially built. I'm going to continue building it while I got you guys watching me, but I'm going to give you the basics here now. If you notice where the saw blade is, it's right down here. And if we go 1 unit and a tile, you got the doors here. This is the same concept as building the glitch doors for the garage doors, or for a palm bridge, or for the swamp bridge. Same concept. The only catch is you have to do a different glitch to get this in place. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you real quick. And this, you guys going to need to do a little bit of math here, unfortunately, but this will give you different sizes. Right now, the way this is set up, this will come out and cut it 1 unit thick. Now, if I send a 1x1 through there, I'm going to get a 1-unit chop saw. But if I go in here and do this, and I send a 1x2, I'm going to get a 2-unit chop. And if I go to 1x3, I'm going to get a 3-unit chop. That's 3 units wide, 1 unit deep. The other thing that I can do is I can go for a 2x2, which is going to give me 4 units. And then the third thing I could do is a 2x3, or actually a 3x2, and that'll give me 6 units. And if you want to sit there and you do the math and say, all right, let's take this and drop it down, you have to do the math. 2 times 1.8, that's 18. That's a 3.6 piece. Maybe useful if you need 7 units. You make 2 3.6s and throw it into a 7. Something like a wedge might be a 7-unit piece. I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's something out there just to drive you crazy. But this can do, like I said, 3 by 2.6, right? 2.6 by 3. If you run it through like this, 2.6, 6, 12, 18, 2, that'll be a 7.6 inch piece, a 7.6 unit piece of wood that when you cut it on this end. So the way I set up right now, I have a 7.6. Let's see. I'll give you a quick run through here. Let me get up here. Let's just drop this down. Let's drop this down to a 1x2. Just so you can see what I'm talking about. A 2-unit piece. So I'm going to take this thing and stuff it in here. And the reason I'm doing this is, like I said, everybody shows you how to make a 1 unit chop saw. See now, if you look, this is 2 units high across, 1 unit wide. Once it gets down here, we can drop the saw on it. Alright, now we can cut this. And the cut's complete. And get up here, and we pull this piece out. And like I said, this is 1 tile wider than 1 unit. And you can see right here when I put it up against here. It's just a little bit wider, which actually is a good thing, because I don't know how many of you have done this and you've thrown in the exact amount of pieces you need into a blueprint to find out it's 98, 99%. So this extra little bit pretty much guarantees you won't have that problem. So this is a 2 unit piece if you need to fill a 2 unit item. And then, like I said, I can do 3 by 2, you know, anything, like I said, anything up to, what I say, 7.6 if I need to. What I want to do is I want to add another set of doors in here because I want to be able to get something bigger than 7 units. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to go out to 3. If I go out to 3, instead of using the round numbers, I would get 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit, 4 unit, and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. If I go out to here, 3, I'll get 3, 6, 9, 12, and then it's at 18. So those would be good for the bigger pieces. Obviously, you can't fill a large floor with it, but maybe you can combine a few things. Now, the trick here is to get this in place. There we go. Now I said I wanted this 3 units away. So that would be 2 there, so it's got to go here. Okay, he's going to fight me to get it in there though, right? Maybe if I try it from this side. I think I got that in the right spot. Yes. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3 units and a tile. Now the problem here is I got this conveyor in the way, so I can't put the doors in. As a matter of fact, I got to make another door here. Remember O to zoom out in case you run into that problem. Try and do this in first person. Let me find a piece of wood to fill that with. That's not big enough. Sorry about that. I wasn't thinking totally ahead on this. Let me grab a piece off of here. Use the end times axe. Chops a little faster. Throw you back in there. Let's take you. And now I have the power on this particular slot, so I only need one unit to fill everything. That's why I have the 1 unit chop saw. So like I said, the problem here is I can't get these doors in place while this is here, the conveyor is here. Just the simple law of physics, you can't get 2 things in one spot at the same time. So we have to fake out the system a little bit. So first we're going to open this door. Hold on. I apologize, my son just came in and started saying something. So back to where we were. So the trick here is we need to remove this piece without actually removing it. And the way to do that is to go and load your base back in. And we'll reload the base. And this is going to take a minute or two. This is a data size of 5, so you just bear with me a minute while this thing all disappears. And in all actuality, it's going pretty quick. Alright, let me just be sure I am talking. Yep, okay. And this is still working. The only reason I said that is because I muted the microphone when my son first walked in, so I wanted to be absolutely sure I was unmuted. Okay, save success. Working. Now, if you can't load back into the same slot you were on, cancel it and reload it. Because you need to be pretty much right where you were before. So you can remove, in this case, remove the conveyor and then hit B to put it back. What happens, what you do is you do that while the base is trying to load, and the server side thinks it's there, but your client side, which is the side you actually see, does not think it's there. Now this is, alright, this is perfect. This is right where I need to be. Like I said, if you can't get back to the same spot, quit, reload it, and then you can get back to the slot. So I'm going to select here, confirm, and what I need to do is I need to E, move, B. Now that puts it back on the server, but it's not here on your screen. So you're basically faking the system out. Okay, now we'll just wait till this finish loading because we don't want to do that while other things are trying to load. We don't want to move these two doors and try and get them in place. And I think we're close to done. It looks like just about everything's here. They came in, my axes are out. Menu, we're done. Alright, we are reloaded now. So let's take these two doors. Let's get these in the place. Now these doors, these doors need to go. Let me get myself over here a little better. I'm not going to lie to you, this is not easy to get these in the right spot sometimes. I'm sorry, guy. Making a video. Time for you to go. Don't mean to be rude, but kind of busy doing a vid. Okay, that missed the spot. We got to move it again. It doesn't really matter how high it is either, as long as it's on the same plane as the edge of the glass door, which is part of the problem trying to get it to line up. You just have to play around with it. There it is. E. That's in place. You know what? It's going to be high enough to block. So, I mean, if you want to be a stickler, get them the same height, you can do that. And actually, I am going to try to do that right now. Just to maintain consistency. And it looks a little bit better. Come on, move. Come on. Alright, we're just gonna do it this way for now. You might have to throw something under there. Wait a minute. Let me try it one more time. Try one more thing before we do this. I'll grab this little piece of wood right here. Just to... You know, I'll grab this one. This one's shorter. Trying to get it to lay flat like that. Yep, perfect. The reason I want a thin one is to be sure it's high enough to fill that gap, but low enough that I won't block the next gap up. The second unit high. So now if we come in here, get my head out of the way. Come on. Come on. It's gotta fight me, right? Can't go nice and smooth when I'm making a video. Never fails. Come on. Move. Just one unit. Actually, I need 2 units, but... Alright, let me try this way. Oh, I wish there was a better way to get these things to line up. Alright, so this is not going to work. We'll just put it in the other way now just for the sake of getting through the video and showing what it looks like. Get it wired, so on and so forth. And now watch, it's going to fight me to get into this place. Alright. That's in place. Let's grab this other door. And we're going to rotate it, keep the knobs inside to the inside. And place this right here. Alright, so now I got these in place. Let's close this door. And it's hard to see it, but you can see the seam right about, you can see it on the edge. It's right here, even with the bottom of the doorknobs. So you want to go above the doorknobs so you get in the wood doors and not the glass doors. Hit E on it, move, and B. Do the other door, same thing. E, move, B. And that should glitch them together. So now if I hit this door, now this is the glass doorknob, it should fold them down. Perfect. So now, what we need to do is we need to reload the base one more time, and that'll get our conveyor back into here. And then we could go in and wire those doors up so we can switch back and forth from one size to another. And then we'll show you the various sizes we can get out of this. And I'll go over some statistics with you on how high things are off the ground, like how high the soar is above the conveyors. Stuff falling from heaven. There's another car and another axe. It's raining stuff in Roblox. In LT2. So once we get this reloaded, I will wire that in electrically, so we can just use a few buttons to control them. And and hopefully it'll put it right back on the same slot I'm at. And of course we're sitting here waiting. There we go, and it's right back where we want it. So let's select this location, confirm, and it should come right back in. There we go. Both doors are there. There's the other door. And they're high enough to block the conveyor. And as soon as we finish loading in, I'll get that wired up for you. As far as I know, you can only use 2 doors because of the wiring. One door has to, like this door here, has to fold to the right. This door here has to fold to the left. Because if you have them fold across each other, you can't get the wiring in place because one set of doors is in the way of putting the wiring. Okay, now we're fully loaded in. So what we're going to do here is we're going to hit this button, and you'll see what I mean. Yeah, and you'll see now if you look, the door is down, and I have a wire running to it. Oh boy. I didn't serve. Oh jeez. Are you hearing me? Okay. I got mommy talking to me. I happen to be in her thing. In her Discord, so. Alright, let me finish my video here, and I'm gonna have to go talk to mommy and make a mess of apology, because I don't know how I managed to server mute her in her own server, but apparently I did. So let me finish my video here, and then we will move on with that problem. So we're gonna put it, oops, buttons backwards. Rotate, rotate. Okay, put the button there. And we'll grab a wire. Now, this is going to be a little tricky to wire because I can't wire straight to it. I kind of have to go around stuff. Alright, we'll go E. Come on, give me. There it is, right there, E. And then we'll go down to, now I have to go around over here. How am I going to do this? I guess once the wire's in place, it really doesn't matter. E, 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 finish. And I'm going to have to do the other side a different way. Let's see how this works. E. Ah, see, it's collapsing the wrong way. So we're going to have to wire it to the other side so it folds to the left. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can do it this way. You know what? Maybe we can do it this way. We can put multiple doors in here. See, this is partially an experiment as I'm doing this video. Yeah, we can do that. That's nice. So let's do this. We'll close this down this way. We'll grab another wire. And this wire, we're going to go from here. And we're just going to go right down to here. Oh, I can't go straight there, huh? E, and then we'll go here. E, finish. Alright, I think we're in good shape here. Let's see if this works. And it does. And it does. So there you go. That's how you can get 3 different sizes. So if we fold this down like this, we're going to grab this piece, and I'm going to run it through as a 1x2 again. And the only reason I'm going to run it through is so it stays centered on the sawmill. And we'll come over here. We'll jump up here. It comes out of the sawmill. We turn the saw on. And no, you're not hearing any. No, we're going to turn the saw off for the moment. See if I can get it fast enough. Yep. Now it's in place. And then we turn the saw on. Not move the switch. We turn the saw on. And we get a cut. Right there. Perfect. We turn that back off. And because this is a 2x1x3. This is 1, 2. Is it 3 or 4? I think this is 4. No, it's 3 and change, see? Because this is a 2x1x3, I have a 6-unit piece to fill wood. If I made it a 2x2x3, that's 2 times 2 times 3. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. This would have been a 12-unit piece instead of a 6. So that's how I would make a variable size chop saw. And if you want, you can put the third set of doors here, so you can get even bigger chunks. The things you need to know. The bottom of the sawmill is 4 units off the ground, which puts the conveyors at 5 units off the ground. And actually, no. This is 4. This is 5, the open slot. So that puts the sawmills at 6. And this is 2 more, so this is 8 off the ground. The saw itself is 8 off the ground. And as you can see, it's even with the edge here. You might be able to set it back 1 if you want, but I left it even with the edge. And that's how I make this. So the saw is 8 units in the air and even with the edge. The sawmill is 4 units in the air. The resulting conveyors are 6 units in the air. And a couple of switches so you can control what size you want to cut. So if we hit this E, that's your 1 unit. This is my 3 unit. And you can make it any size you want. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right out the door until you need to. And just remember you need to do that glitch to get these into place like that. And then you use your sizes here to determine what you want as a result over here. So if I'm, like I said, if I'm cutting the 3 unit setting that I have, if I do a 2x2 and it's 3 units deep, that's going to be 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. So it'll be a 12 unit chunk that comes out of here to fill the blueprint with. And you can play with these settings and do the math. So if you need something smaller or bigger, and you go to 2.6 times 1.8, break out a calculator, figure it out. You can get your in-between sizes like that if you need to. Or at least get it close enough where you're not wasting very much wood. And that's my variable size chop saw. I hope everybody loved the video, because I know I certainly had fun making it. And you saw the little trials and tribulations and problems that I've had. And you know what I did to get around them. And I just realized, like I said originally, I thought you couldn't fold these in the same direction because they get in the way of each other, but they don't, which is great, which means I can go out as far as I want, cut whatever size I want. I can go out 7 units and put a 1x1 and get a 1x1x7. And the reason I say that is because I think some of the wedges use 7s. So, or you could try and figure out the math. You could do like 3 units, but go by 2 by 1 by 6, I think, something like that. And if you do the math, you know, figure it out. 1.6 times 3, 16, that's 51, right? Yeah, so that would be, and if it's 2 units, that would be 10.2. So yeah, so you can just do the different math. You can get all your different sizes out of this. 2 or 3 sets of glitch doors, glitching through this by reloading your base. And I put this down here as a ruler so you can see what I'm getting out of here. Like this piece here is 6 units and a little bit more. And again, like I said, the little bit more is just for the purposes of A, that's just the way it fell, which I thought was awesome that it fell that way because I was going to use a tile to move it a little bit more to get it to work. But because I figured, like I said in the video before, how many times do you stick something into a blueprint and get 98% and 99%? This extra tile of length right here on this very edge will stop that. Yes, you do use a little bit of extra wood, but a small price to pay to not get aggravated with 98, 99%. Anyway, that's my video for today. This is my variable size chop saw that I just came up with this idea earlier today and said I need to make a video for Lumber Tycoon on this. See, that's 1 unit right there, and this one's my 3 unit, and that's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you subscribe. I hope you comment, and I hope you like my video. And one more time real quick, I'll show you this. I'm not going to get into details on the 1 unit chop saw, but basically what I do is if you come down here, it's set to 1.8 by 1. Depends on the amount of lag you get on the server, but it's about 1.6, 1.8 wide. And if you look, the gap between this saw and this produces pieces that are less than a unit thick. So that's why it's a 1.8. This is like probably a 0.6 or a 0.8 unit. This is a 0.8 unit. This is probably a 0.6 width. So that's why I'm set to 1.8. Yeah, I know that's more than 1 unit, but for the aggravation of not getting that 98, 99%, that's why I did that here. And like I said, this is this. I'll give you one more tour around, quick look. The wiring I did very hastily, so you know, it may look like a little bit of a spaghetti mess. And this is the 6 unit piece I just cut. This is the piece of scrap that came off of it. And this is the 2 unit piece I just cut in this video. The reason I put the switch here is so I can reverse the last conveyor in case I wanted to cut, lift, cut, lift, cut, lift. Yes, I know it's a little bit mechanical. It's not automated, but it will give you the sizes you need. And unless you need like thousands of them, this is probably the way to go. Okay, I'm not going to keep on flapping my lips here. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. Please subscribe. Please comment. Please like. And please let me know what you think of the idea here for a variable size chop saw. I would love to hear your comments. On that note, everybody, like I said, subscribe, like, comment, and have a good evening. Goodbye.